The Lakers begin the game with the basketball. To Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Add 2 points to the board.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Oklahoma City's got it. Surveys the floor. Baseline drive. Short jumper won't go down. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Off the mark on the first free throw. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Rondo against the former MVP. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Missed the foul shot. Westbrook into the front court. Down 4. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Rondo here against Jeremy Grant. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Thunder with the basketball. Westbrook to Paul George. Westbrook to Adams. That's no good. Rondo into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. To Kyle Kuzma. McGee powers it through. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Shot from in close, no good. Caldwell Pope. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. To George. Westbrook to Adams. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Steven Adams, a couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Rondo with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. To Kyle Kuzma. To Caldwell Pope. For 3. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And hits the first free throw.
Good shot.
Second one's no good. One more coming. Can't take advantage. 1 for 3 at the line. Westbrook into the front court. Down 8. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
And he connects on the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Trying to cash in. It's no good. Not sure what he was thinking there.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Adams. To Westbrook. OKC now with 4 to shoot. George. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Fights through traffic to slam it down.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
It's Westbrook. Gets a look. Can't hit. Lakers ball. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope guarded by Jeremy Grant. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Westbrook with the basketball. 9-point margin. Oh, wasn't sure if he'd even shoot it, yet it goes down.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. JaVale McGee. 4-3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Russell Westbrook steps into it. Deep 2 there. Won't go. And draws the foul.
You see this all the time. The defensive player is establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
first one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. JaVale McGee. Here comes the screen. Markieff Morris with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Paul George to Westbrook. Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. To Stevenson. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. The Thunder have the possession. Westbrook. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Stevenson. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Going to launch beyond the arc. Missed it. To Paul George. Down low, Noel. Shot from the lane won't go. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. Westbrook across the timeline. 5-point game. George, oh, he couldn't get it to go.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Lance Stevenson has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. Oklahoma City ball. Schroeder. Probing the defense. To Schroeder. Beyond the arc for 3. And it's Chandler with the rebound. To Stevenson. Spins and scores.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. His team down 9. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Los Angeles, they have it. To Stevenson. Caldwell Pope, picked up by Nader. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Has a chance. Not that time. Here's Schroeder with it. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. From the painted area, won't go down. Stevenson against Schroeder. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Has a look. That won't go. And it doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Caldwell Pope to Stevenson. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Misses the first. Second and 3, got it. Off the mark. Only makes 1 of 3. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter with the Lakers in command. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. George to Schroeder. To George. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Here's Rondo with it. It's an 8-point lead. Screen coming. Rondo guarded by Schroeder. Trying to cash in. Rondo off the mark. Schroeder with the basketball. He'll run the offense. It's George for 2. Gets a shot up off the mark. Into the front court comes Rondo. His team on top by 8. Kuzma defended by Jeremy Grant. Second out, Tyson Chandler. Knockout blow. Slams it down.
The veteran. He's made a living by doing this for years.
Thunder with the basketball. Schroeder to Paul George. Off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Westbrook with it. Margins 8. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Easy path to the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Looking to make something happen. Westbrook. Has a chance. Chance for Westbrook. No good. Has a look. Rondo's shot won't go down. Here comes the screen. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Bullock picked up by Westbrook. Goes to the left side. Down to 5 on the 24. Here comes the screen. Here's a chance from long range. And the rebound pulled in by Grant. Too much contact. Free throws on the way.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Abdul Nader at the line for 2 shots. Numbers not good. 59% for his career. Nope. First one does not go. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Rondo into the front court. His team up by 7. Here comes the screen. Rondo defended by Steven Adams. Missed a wide open look. Here's Schroeder with it. They trail by 7. Adams. To Schroeder. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Jeremy Grant, couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. Oops, he missed the first one. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Los Angeles has the basketball to Caldwell Pope. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Rondo. And the rebound taken in by Ferguson. Schroeder with the basketball. Down 6. Paul George to Schroeder. It's PG for 2. And McGee there for the rebound. To Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. Caldwell Pope. Guarded by Terrence Ferguson. Able to convert inside.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Down 8. Screen coming. Schroeder. Doesn't have the touch. No good. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Steven Adams has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Lakers at the controls right now. Rondo picked up by Schroeder. Takes stock of the floor. He wants to deliver. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Has a chance. Kyle Kuzma at the line for 2 shots. A career 70% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Schroeder to George. Here comes the screen. Nice pass to get things going.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Bullock matched up with Paul George. He gets it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Ferguson to Schroeder. Five seconds to shoot to Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Stevenson. To Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the 24. Deep left corner. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. To George. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lakers ball. Stevenson. Here again, Schroeder. They get it to Kuzma. Down low. Nerlens Noel. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Gets it in the left corner. George lets it fly and strokes it.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Stevenson against Adams. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Here comes the screen. Schroeder to Paul George. Fires the three. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Stevenson. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Paul George fires. Paul George now 3 for 9.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Stevenson. To Caldwell Pope. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. The shot clock expires. George. Ferguson to George. Five on the shot clock. Paul George. 4-2. Deep two there. Won't go. Stevenson to Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Kuzma defended by Steven Adams. Around the perimeter. To Kyle Kuzma. For three. Kyle Kuzma is going to get 3 shots here, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one, count it. Missed the middle one. One more coming. Straight on 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lakers worked hard for their halftime lead, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Thunder are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. And it's easy to see how they got here. They're just settling for shots on the perimeter, and they're not making an effort to challenge the interior defense. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Bench points.
The Oklahoma City Thunder had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Russell Westbrook hasn't been able to get his shot to fall yet. I'm sure he'd like to redeem himself in the second half. But the way things have been going thus far, it's hard to believe it's going to happen for him. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
OKC ball. Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Caldwell Pope. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Knocks it down off the step back.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Westbrook to Paul George. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Steven Adams, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Rondo with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Rondo guarded by Russell Westbrook. To Kyle Kuzma from long range. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Bullock against Paul George. Down to Chandler. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Westbrook into the front court. The deficit is 6.
Big kick right there.
Paul George down to Grant. Finish that. Here's Rondo with it. Looking to make something happen. Tough make through traffic.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
George to Adams. Short jumper misses. Into the front court comes Rondo. It's an 8-point lead. Down to Chandler. To Caldwell Pope. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Westbrook into the front court. He'll run the offense. To George. Fires the 3. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
To Kyle Kuzma. Goes to the left side. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Going to launch beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss. Paul George to Adams. Can't connect from in close. To Kyle Kuzma. Shot from the lane won't go. George to Westbrook. runner's good there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Rondo into the front court. Leads 3 to Kyle Kuzma. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Westbrook. And that's rebounded by Kuzma. And the rebound taken in by OKC. Westbrook with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. And he buries it.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Los Angeles, they have it. To Kyle Kuzma. Probing the defense. Kuzma. Rondo matched up with Steven Adams. Can't connect. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Now a whistle, and we're going to get a timeout from OKC. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. It's Westbrook. Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Rondo with the basketball. Up by 3. Bullock against George. To Caldwell Pope. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Westbrook to Paul George. The drive right to the basket. From the outside, no good. Kuzma here against Morris. Cruises inside for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's Russ at the controls. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
To Caldwell Pope.
Here we go.
And the rebound comes to OKC. Westbrook across the timeline. 5-point game to George. Ferguson to Adams. From the painted area, won't go down. Down low for Kuzma. Gets a look, can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Big man, Steven Adams. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Kuzma. The jumper's off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Rondo, guarded by Russell Westbrook. To Kyle Kuzma. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kyle Kuzma trying to cash in on a three-point play. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. And he misses that one free throw. Here's Schroeder with it. Down 5. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Russell Westbrook has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. First try at the line, no good. Missed the second as well. Los Angeles has the basketball. To Stevenson. It was right there. To Westbrook. Lets it fly from long range. Russell Westbrook still gets it to go down with a hand in his face.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Screen coming. Bullock here against Abdul Nader. To Stevenson. Had a chance, but it's no good. Long key from 3/4 court. That ends the third quarter. This game is all tied up. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ballgame.
To Stevenson. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Has a look. Bullock can't connect. To Westbrook. Driving right to the basket. And he's going to the free throw line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Abdul Nader at the line for 2 shots, shooting 75% so far tonight. First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Stevenson against the former MVP. Couple of cracks at the line now.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Lance Stevenson, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 75% so far tonight. First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Oklahoma City's got it. Westbrook. And McGee there for the rebound. Trying to cash in, and that's rebounded by the Thunder. To Westbrook. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Down to Grant. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Stevenson. Here comes the screen. Stevenson guarded by Jeremy Grant. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Stevenson. The rebound belongs to Oklahoma City. Westbrook with it. 2-point advantage. Oof. Doesn't look good here, and LA's going to have to make some changes. Hope everything comes clean after the examination.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Knocks down the first.